Hey Adam, how you doing? Welcome back to the pub.
Hi Matt, yeah, all good, thanks. How you doing?
Yeah, doing well today. We've got a lot to talk about, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been some good updates this week.
Yeah, the HubSpot team are cooking ahead of inbound, I think, which obviously you were going to.
Yes, not long to go now. Yeah, getting excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I think actually we have to do our preview, chat next week, right? See what we
Yeah,
predict is coming out. So, platinum partners and above, we're in a diamond partner. We all get a preview next Wednesday. So I suggest that we record a video maybe Monday just to see what our predictions are, and then see how close we are to actually what's coming out. Otherwise, if we did it next Friday, it's a little bit of like, oh, we think this, but actually we already know. So
yeah,
yeah.
let's do it.
Let's do it. So first update we have today is a mega one, and it's just been added like yesterday. But we only saw it this morning, didn't we, Adam? So we're talking about the ability to, which is already lost on my screen. Good start. Talk to us through this one, Adam. This is a mega update.
Yeah, it's something that we've been wanting for a long time now. That you can now manually add a contact to a campaign. So you can now associate contacts individually to campaigns as you see fit, which is obviously a great addition. So if you've done something outside of HubSpot and you want to associate them to a campaign, you can now associate contacts to campaigns, and it really nicely appears on the association tab on the right-hand side of the contact view. So you can get a much better overview as well, when you're looking at a contact to see which campaigns they've been influenced by. One thing I wasn't sure if it's going to start to appear in the activity thread down the middle. That would be nice to see, like to see when you're looking at all their activity, when did they hit the campaigns. But yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, I think that would be a lovely addition, just like you said. A little caveat here about once a contact is marked as influence, that influence cannot be removed from the account. So you need to be careful with that. There's a new thing as well called influence type, which we thought was interesting. So you can create 50 influence types. And essentially, you can see here, you've got this one there of using a Pirate Summer Sunblock launch. And you can see the influence type was the Summer Networking and Sangria's influence type. So it's kind of like a sub property or underneath the campaign by the looks of it. We can't quite work out why you might need that just yet because we haven't used it yet. But I imagine it's like we were talking about earlier. It's a replacement because it's done manually, right? It's like a replacement for a marketing asset potentially or an event.
Yeah, I guess. It's almost like an association label, I guess, in a sense of what influenced that campaign. So yeah, but yeah, we'll have to further think about kind of examples of how you would actually, what kind of options you'd expect to see there.
Yeah, and of course, if you've only got 50 to play with, if you're doing a lot of campaigns, that's. But look, I'm not trying to poo-poo this. This is really exciting, and I hope they definitely follow through on putting it in the activity feed as well. Because as you can see here, it's on the right hand side of this particular update on the right hand side of the screen there. So next update that we've got, which we thought was a nice one, a nice addition to Help Desk, and that is to the right-hand side of Help Desk in Service Hub Pro and Enterprise, is the addition of an activities timeline, which is really nice to see. So it's showing what's going on whilst you're sat in Help Desk, so you don't have to go into the ticket. I think this is quite nice.
Yeah, definitely, because I think the help desk can get a little bit busy in terms of where you're looking. So to be able to have that little activities tab just to see exactly what's happened in the order that has happened is, really great.
Yeah, really like this one. It's a nice, easy win for HubSpot and for all service teams. Talking about a nice, easy win for sales. How many people have invested in note takers? We have Fathom at Unmatched and HubSpot doing their own thing here. So, the HubSpot sales meeting note taker is currently available in private beta. Looks like it works on Zoom. That's a Zoom interface there. Not sure where else it works. Haven't gone through entirely here. We've already got Google Meet plugin plugged in as well, which transcribes and puts the recording into HubSpot as well, which is great. But this also looks really good because you get like an immediate kind of feedback here. I'll just open this little screenshot up. Yeah, ends up looking like this: recording and transcript with the full notes. That's going to be that conversational intelligence inside HubSpot is going to be awesome, right?
Yeah, definitely. And not to get ahead of ourselves for our Monday prediction call, but I think that could be one in terms of taking more analytics out of meeting recordings and call transcripts and stuff. But yeah, really nice to see that this is now natively available inside HubSpot. And I think when I was looking, I think it is on like Teams and Google Meet, etc. So it's on and Zoom. So yeah, the main free platforms.
Nice.
So yeah, really nice to see. And like we just touched on in terms of conversational intelligence, one of the next betas we're going to look at, don't want to mess up your list, but is looking at that and being able to take away how that conversation went using AI to then determine if it was like positive or negative.
Yeah, so it's all about deal risks. You're absolutely right. So let me just open up that one, and you're absolutely right as well. You have ruined my list, Adam, but that is fine. You're talking about conversational powered deal risks and buyer goals. So this is when you're in the sales workspace and you're looking at, okay, what's a risk on that deal? Previously, it was just about like the properties on the deal, but now it's got the ability to look at emails associated, all that type of stuff, phone call recordings, and all that. So it's call transcripts, email content, and note fields. So, for example, like they say here, we're cutting 30% from next quarter's budget, and that might be a bit of a risk. So that's actually going to reflect in there. So, HubSpot are already doing this conversational intelligence across the sales workspace for Sales Pro and for Sales Hub Enterprise. And it says here, to view and act on deal insights, you need a seat. So there's HubSpot pushing the seats model again there.
But
looks like a great
one. Yeah, definitely. That'd be so useful for sales leaders, to be able to kind of get that insight without having to do too much digging themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I hope you can customize it in the future as well. That'd be really cool if you could say, like, actually, these phrases are a risk, because we can do that in Fathom at the moment. Say, like, whenever this phrase is mentioned or a variation of this phrase, then send me a notification. You can do that currently in Fathom. So to see that in HubSpot would be mega. So let's have a look at the this update, and this is the next one I had in the list. Is the job title in the contact data enrichment. So this is using Breeze credits. When you hit enrich contact, this is what you end up with. You can now get job title in there, and for marketers, well, for anyone doing any segmentation, job title is a must, right?
Definitely, I think this small update makes the enrichment of contacts a lot more attractive. Because obviously, like you say, job title is so important for marketers to be able to target the right segment of data. So, yeah, huge.
And this little bit here is, I think, even more powerful than the original enrichment, right? It says here, anytime we detect a change in job title, we will keep the record updated, so you always know the contact's most recent job title. So look at that. If you had like a workflow running on job title being known and changing, like, you could then have a workflow that runs every time it changed to notify the account manager, say, oh, hey, congrats on your promotion, or that's what you can then do with that data, right?
Yeah. So, like you can say, they could run a marketing campaign where if somebody's job title changes into C-suite, that triggers a marketing campaigin to say, congratulations, etc. So, yeah, really cool.
I love that. That's a great idea. So another quick one that's gone live already, but it's a really nice addition to email marketing in the email marketing tool, in email health particularly. HubSpot is now going to, there's no image for this one, unfortunately, but they're going to surface healthy and unhealthy lists in the email health. So you actually get like, oh, this list of clients is really healthy, this list of prospects is not. Like, that's just such a good addition as well.
Yeah, it will help keep your data clean and improve your email stats, hopefully. So, yeah, good to see.
Just easy highlights of the lists that are working well and the ones that are not working so well. Next on our list, Adam, we've got analyze campaigns. So we haven't looked at this actually in HubSpot itself, just in this report, in this kind of preview, but it's an enhancement to the campaign analyze tab. So it says brand new, all in one place, centralized view. It's promising a lot.
Yeah, 2 big updates to campaigns this week, and like you say, it seems to be a lot more in depth now what you can analyze within the campaign tab. So yeah, great to kind of have that all in one place. I think it's replacing that analytics tool that was previously in the report section. So I guess it just almost ties it all into one place.
Yeah, exactly. So if you've got like here, you've got ROI, you've got spend versus budget, revenue attribution overview, revenue attribution by campaign. As the kind of the top half of that, you've then got like engagement by asset available apparently as well. It does, like you said, it replaces the campaign analytics tool. You can also compare campaigns versus each other. I just think that's really great. And it's obviously got HubSpot's AI insights powering that as well. I think comparing campaigns is going to be really nice. You can say, just literally give me this campaign versus this campaign. So very excited to use that for all of the clients that we support with marketing support within HubSpot. So next one, Adam, that we've got is the big chat of the week on LinkedIn. It's the form submissions custom report builder. This has been asked for years, right?
Yeah, it's been, like you say, been wanted for a long time. So great to see it live. And yeah, simple as it says, you can now run reports off of your form submissions. So you can see submissions over time, compare form submissions to others. It's great.
So good. And I saw something on this morning on LinkedIn. It was like, compare conversion rates over time per form. Just brilliant. The workarounds you had to do before this, they just weren't accurate, were they? Because you'd be running it off create date and how many, and latest time. It was just so hacky, wasn't it? So the fact that they've got this now is, say the word game changer, right? But I think this is probably it. This is the best update that HubSpot has seen for a little while, and it's just so straightforward. So yeah, love this. Adam, do you have a pigeon on your roof by any chance?
I might do, yeah.
I was like, what is that?
These mics are too good.
These mics are good. They pick up. No, they pick up. They pick up a lot. I was just like, is Adam cooing at me? No, all good. So the next update, it's a visual change to HubSpot, and that is the light color theme. So that hasn't come into action on our portal yet, unfortunately. We have asked for it, mind you. And we have asked for it. Yes, we have. Yeah, so you can see here, it's a completely new UI set of colors, and it's designed for accessibility. So what's your thoughts? I don't suffer from this, obviously, so it's not aimed at me as the audience, I don't think. But
I must admit, from everything I'd seen on LinkedIn, I'd missed that key piece of information there. That is for accessibility reasons. So that makes a lot more sense now, because at first I was just like, it's just red. But yeah, obviously that's great if people were previously struggling with the old layout or not layout, the old colors, and this helps, then yeah, all for it.
Yeah, likewise. I think, if I can keep the custom theme, the current theme, and they can, other people, if they want to, can opt into this more accessible theme, that's great. It's a bit like having a light and dark mode on your phone, right? That's what people use it for. And I'm sure there's high contrast versions of stuff you can have as well. So for me, it just makes a lot of sense to be out there. And it's good that HubSpot are doing all that good stuff. So Brill. Our final update before we wrap up on time is a really nice one to reporting, actually. So we're looking at adding custom tags to the reports list. So let's get a visual of this, because it's a bit difficult to imagine. But you can see here on the right-hand side some very strange tags that the product managers have put on here. But it's essentially put a tag on a report rather than relying on the naming convention, Adam, right?
Yeah. A really nice update. I guess it gives you a lot more organization, I suppose, within your reports to be able to, like you say, filter against different tags. Because you can't put forms in you couldn't put reports in folders, could you?
No,
it was literally just a list before, so there was almost no functionality in terms of filtering. So yeah, this is definitely a good update.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong, I don't like the word tags, because it just kind of gives me bad memories of like poor CRM practices before we started Unmatched, of like previous companies where they go, oh, tag that, and it's, oh my god, there's like 25 tags on, and it's just not organized at all. But reports are a great place for tags to become a thing in HubSpot, because you don't, like you said, folders of reports might be a bit like, oh, where does that go? It's not very easy to find, or they're not, but tags are more like themes, right? They're kind of, giving me a set of reports about MQLs or something like that. So I feel like that's really nice.
And being able to have more than one tag against each report is useful.
Yeah, absolutely. So look, that's the end of our list of updates. There's obviously been quite a few recently as HubSpot gears up to inbound. The team are heading to inbound. I'm not, unfortunately, but Adam and colleagues are heading there, and which is going to be awesome. So if you want to kind of get kind of, I say daily, probably won't be hourly, but it would definitely be daily updates on inbound and your thoughts and stuff. Adam, you'll be posting whilst you're there, I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll be there posting the updates as they come. So yeah, can't wait. Looking forward to it. And yeah, if you're going, reach out. It'll be good to connect.
Nice one. Awesome. Have a good weekend, Adam. Thanks for joining me at the pub.
Yep. Cheers, Matt. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.